ago, I was a project engineer on Spaceship One, the little airplane. It's kind of cute now, don't you think? And I thought, you know, where else am I going to go? That's pretty much it. I'm done. So imagine my surprise when the boss comes to me and says, you know what, we're going to do it again. Holy smoke, that's a pretty big day. And not only are we going to do it again, we're going to assemble the best, the brightest, the smartest, the most creative, most imaginative people that you can imagine. So I want to introduce, you've seen the dignitaries, you've met your heroes. I want to introduce the rock stars, the new space race. First we got Peter Siebold, Flight Test Director from Scale Composites. He's flown a few firsts. In fact, just recently he was awarded the highest honor in flight test community, the Kinchlow Award for his work on White Knight 2 as the test director. Up next, I think you guys might recognize this guy. This is Brian Binney. Brian Binney came to us with a military career, was a Gulf War veteran, flight test extraordinaire in his own right. Showed up to Scale, probably best known for winning the X Prize on Flight 17P. That's Brian Binney. When we started this program, White Knight 2 was literally just, was a sequel, was a scale up. We took a ×3 in the computer, boom, bigger White Knight, there we go. Well, Bob couldn't live with that. He used his vision, his creative outlet, and he formed that beautiful, shall we say, unconventional vehicle that you'll see carry the spaceship up tonight. Bob Morgan. Peter Caligianis, avionics project engineer. He's in charge of the avionics, the little, things that tell the pilot how to turn the corner, point the nose up, and give you guys all that amazing experience. That's Pete Caligianis. Second project engineer, Mark Zeitlin. Mark Zeitlin is an MIT grad, probably one of the smartest, most outspoken engineers I think I've ever met. The great thing about Mark is, if you've ever been in a room with 10 rocket engineers, rocket scientists, and let's face it, that's the life he lives on a day-to-day basis. You get in a room with 10 rocket engineers, they go, my idea is the best, they all go like this, and they're all different. Mark can take those 10 guys that all have differing opinions, point them in the same direction, march out, execute, and get a rocket motor done. Scott Stewart is up next, kind of the last guys in the row here in the Spaceship 2 design team. Scott's the guy that comes in, solves the problem. Not only does he solve it, he draws it up, he's got it ready to go. The next day you're like, where did this come from? We've got shop orders today. So he's the fixer, Scott Stewart. Big in heart, big in stature, and big in the experience. Steve Losey is the crew chief for Spaceship 2. Keith Storm is the structures lead on the floor for Spaceship 2. But this guy has not only trained these guys how to tie their shoes, but he's also trained them how to build the most intricate, most advanced, most beautiful, spaceship structures on the planet. So it was a natural thing for Jim and I to go to Keith when we needed a right-hand man to get this thing done. Jim Ty is absolutely the world's best aerodynamicist. This guy can see streamlines and airflow. I don't know how it works, but he does it. Well, he's been the best aerodynamicist. We thought to ourselves, it's time to build a spaceship. What could it harm if we throw a guy that does aerodynamics in leading a bunch of structures and systems and mechanical guys? Usually you make a decision like that, it turns around and bites you on the butt, but I gotta tell you, Jim Ty has not only lived up our expectations, he's absolutely blown us all away. I know he's the world's best aerodynamicist, and I'm not ashamed to say I think he's one of the world's best leaders, managers, and mentors.
Forward, just to the right, roll. Down a half. 30 seconds. Contact light.